Rick, you may not know this, but we have 2 visitor centers, and people come in. They ask us questions directly. They call, they text, they send us emails, they send us Facebook messages. We got one via LinkedIn today. And you're going to help me in this segment we call We Get Questions.
I don't know that this is in my contract.
Whatever I'm paying you, I'm doubling. Okay.
All right, let it rip.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Here's one we got today. Excuse me, this week. We are visiting from Germany, but we're here for an hour. What should we do?
Oh, well, okay.
It seems like a long flight for just an hour.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, you spent all night flying and you're here for an hour.
But maybe they're doing other stuff in town. Or maybe they're other
I've got a German Oktoberfest cider on tap right now.
So the first thing they can do is go to
Hit the cider shop, have a hot dog, and drink a cider. The next thing I do is go out and take a picture of the palm tree, and then you better call an Uber because you're going to be waiting. We don't want you to be late for your next.
You should call the Uber first because you'll be waiting an hour.
Now have your cider.
All right, so one thing they can do, they can go to Pomme. What else?
Well, gosh, there's so many cool things. I would hit the Mission. I think that's historical. I think it's amazing.
Right.
I think our city hall is awesome.
Right.
I would go knock on the door and see if Tony's at Sebastiani Theater.
Oh, great, yeah.
Because the theater's amazing. Gosh, Germany.
But they could be from anywhere, really. Just an hour.
Yeah, and then, I would maybe even go to San Giacomo Vineyards.
Oh, good, yeah.
Hang out on their back terrace to overlook depends on what time of the year it is.
Okay.
Did that come up? Are they coming tomorrow? Are they coming this week?
It could be whenever, but go ahead.
Because I would, sitting on their back terrace the view is amazing.
It is a good view.
And their wine's awesome.
It is good.
I mean,
I've actually been there in the winter. I brought someone who does agriculture in Africa. And when I was out there explaining how the grapes are grown and pruning works, Steve San Giacomo walks out, says, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm explaining this." And he just gave us a tour.
Right
and
on.
he talked all about the cycles of agriculture for this woman who's an agronomist. And it was amazing. And she thought it was the best thing ever.
That's how these small families work in this valley, though.
Yeah.
They'll walk out and you're like family.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, you know what? Come on into the house. Let's drink.
He was like talking about pruning. It was amazing. Yeah. And he gave her a bottle of wine.
So I think I would do that. That way you can see, a lot of stuff. And then let's go have lunch. Where are we having lunch?
Well, a lot of places you can have lunch around the plaza.
mean, if Valley's open, I'd love
Valley's fantastic. Okay, like here's one. If you just want an informal, quick Mary's Slice Shack, you get a piece of pizza. Okay,
True.
That's a good one. If you can sit down, El Dorado Kitchen, Girl on the Fig, Valley.
Della Santina.
We talked earlier with someone else about good Italian food. And like, whenever I go to a great Italian restaurant, I forget about how good Italian food is. And then I'm like, why don't I get more Italian food?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is.
I mean, yeah. Because,
it's amazing. All right. What's question number 2?
Good job. You did a great job.
Did I? Did I pass the test there?
So far.
Good.
Here's one. And you already queued me up on this one. Thanks. I hear the lighting of the plaza 2024 is Saturday, November 23rd. Can you let me know what time it starts and who is performing?
Whoa. It starts at 5 o'clock. I know that for sure.
5 o'clock.
Now,
so don't call and ask the visitor center, for example. I just want to show up with the tree lights.
Don't. Just show up at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Show up at, 4:58 is good.
Thank
You're
you.
going to want a good spot.
Right.
I mean, I know the lights are all over. It's like Disneyland.
Right. It is like Disneyland.
But you do want to be there early.
Right. So thank you. 5 o'clock.
Because it is busy.
It is busy.
Now, this is one thing. I know I'm not performing this year.
Right. I wasn't
invited.
First of all, the amount your agent was requesting is ridiculous.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. And I said, what does he play? And he said, he doesn't play a thing.
I don't play anything.
He's got a kazoo if you're lucky. I'm like, well, this is going to be a huge event. I'll tell you who's playing. We've got Tim Curley. He's the Cork Poolers. They're a local band. He's also bringing the El Verano School kids. They're singing.
Oh, so right on.
That. We've got Pomo Indian dancers called the Tri-County Native American dancers. It's going to be really cool.
Sweet.
We've got, are you ready for this? Sonoma Ballet are doing a little performance there.
Excellent.
We've got Grupo Folklorico Quetzalén, the Ballet Folklorico dancers. And then we've got, I know I'm going to forget someone, I'm going to get in trouble. We've got Soul Section, which is a huge brass, fun party band. And normally people pay a big cover to see these guys. And I'm going to have them there.
This is spectacular.
It is going to be, they are a fun band. There's a trombonist. Her name is Sarah, and she's wonderful. Also a friend of mine. And they are great. They're so much fun. So I'm excited.
That's phenomenal. Now, I know that you're going to be pouring Sonoma Springs beer down there.
Correct.
I know that you're going to be pouring some Pomme Cider down there too.
I am hoping.
That's
I was going to talk to the owner.
You know what?
I know an hour with
she's
them.
actually at the shop right now.
Touche.
We can just call her
I'll
up.
be like, hey, that was what we need. Right. So, and that's Saturday, November 23rd.
That's going to be an awesome night. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, good. Hey, we're here from Canada and interested in wineries that have great vegetable gardens and farms.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough one for me. I haven't been to a lot of wineries lately.
Right. Ever since you got kicked out of them.
Yeah, well, I know. They asked me to leave.
You're like, where's your cider?
Let's see.
I can help you.
Okay, you know what? Can I use a phone? Here we
go. Ready?
Okay.
Hello. Yes. St. Francis Winery has a fantastic. They even call it a farm now.
That's right. It's
to be called a
right
garden.
on the corner.
It's right there on the corner.
They have a massive garden.
They do. So go in there. That's probably the easiest one because it's on the road and you can just drive right in there.
Right up Highway 12.
Right up Highway 12, right by Kenwood. So I always say that's an easy one, and it's open every day. So
That's fun because you know what? There's so many wineries along Highway 12, so you could just make a whole day of going up that way.
you could.
Yeah.
And you know what you do when you're done? When you come back, you spend the evening at Pomme Cider Shop.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Right downtown.
I hear they have a hot dog with cheese,
They have a hot dog with cheese.
but it's so fancy they call it raclette.
That's a fancy name.
Here's another question we got. Ready?
Go.
Vegan ice cream?
I'm going to say Sweet Scoops.
You are so good. You are so good.
Yeah.
First of all, the answer should be yes or no, but you're right.
Oh,
I mean, vegan ice cream?
yeah.
But you're right. We have it.
Sure.
Yeah, Sweet Scoops.
We have it.
Sweet Scoops has, ready for this? Vanilla, cookies and cream, and then rose plum sorbet.
That sounds amazing.
I know. I don't know. They probably made out of cashews or something. I don't know exactly what they make it
Maybe.
from. Or
I don't know, but
avocado.
they have some of the best ice cream.
They do.
They really do.
It's,
they do a great job with it.
I go get the affogato
Yep.
or the avocado.
I love though that they use so many local people.
Yeah.
To whether it's Watma strawberries, whether it's Prohibition spirits, they use some of that. They just use some really cool ingredients and stuff. Harvey's Donuts, I think, got involved in it.
They had a donut with crossover.
come on.
It was so good.
It's great.
Yeah, they do a good job. So
anyway,
we got to get a cider ice cream or something.
we should.
Like that.
All right.
You heard it here
thinking
first.
about that.
Okay. Hi. We want to visit when the leaves are at peak color. When should we come?
Oh, my. Well, I would have to say July. July's pretty good, but...
I peak fall color, I should say. Sorry.
Oh, see, you're throwing me off now.
I'm sorry. You're absolutely... First of
Okay.
all, your answer is
Rewind.
correct. And here's what you did. You did exactly what you should do. You answered the question, but you didn't answer what they meant. Because
Are you
that's
going
my
to cut
fault.
this section out of the podcast?
No, and that's my fault.
Okay, so okay.
Peak fall color.
Fall colors, you got to come before the wind because the wind blows all the leaves off.
It does.
But right now it would have been about 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It's within this month.
It is.
And
it's like October to November. A little bit.
Yeah, and it's going to get windy and they disappear really quick.
It's weird, isn't it?
But it's kind of neat to be amongst the naked vineyards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool. You can see all the way through. You can watch the rabbits run through,
Yeah.
where normally you can't.
Right.
But no, right now I think is an amazing time to be here with the sunsets.
Yeah.
I think you can really I call it photographing, but you can take really cool pictures with the vineyards the way they are right now.
You could photography the vineyard.
Yes, you photography the vineyards. You've heard that, right? Do I need to spell that for you?
No, I've been beveraging the cider and enjoying it very much.
See? So to each his own, right?
You're right, especially when you go up valley a little bit, like Kunde and stuff like that. When the sun is setting to the west, as it normally does, it paints the hills with this beautiful color.
Yeah.
And you got this yellows.
Yeah, it's so awesome because they're yellows and reds and greens, just crazy, and they're crisp. If fortunately around here in Sonoma, you can pretty much pull over to any vineyard and walk through it and take a picture. People don't bother with that at all.
But don't go too deep in the vineyards for picking grapes.
You don't want to go too deep in the vineyards because, I mean, quite honestly, that's where all the ghosts hang out.
Yeah.
And they walk around in there.
That's right.
So you don't want to disturb them.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Exactly.
Terrifying.
The terrifying. So,
That's where all the ghosts hang out.
yeah, the ghosts, they hang out in the middle of it. You've seen them, right?
We need like a haunted vineyard tour.
How many ciders have we had?
I don't know. How many beverages have we cidered?
Anyway.
Okay, here we go. Here's the final one we got. We got via text. People can text us.
Okay.
707-996-1090.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, you could.
That's awesome.
Matter of fact, if you text me right now,
Yeah.
not me because I'm here in the podcast studio, Jose will have to answer it.
Oh.
But yeah, people can text 707-996-1090. Any question?
1090. That's great to know.
Yeah. So
Great to know.
Here's the question we got. I heard there was a place to get walnuts from a farm. Is this true? And where is it?
So I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. Is this up on 12? Kind of almost to St. Francis on the left-hand side.
It is so funny you mentioned that. Yes. Yeah. So Jose and I were both like, what's that place? Because we've all seen the sign.
Yeah.
It's a very large plywood
big
sign.
Piece of plywood.
And all it says is walnuts.
Yep.
With an arrow.
That's it.
And I've never driven down it. And I said, this is the week.
Do you think there's walnuts down there?
Well, I'll tell you what.
You went down
Not
there.
only do I think, now I know.
Oh.
Fry Road, Frey. You go down it. And you go down this. It's not really a road. It's like a very glorified driveway. Yeah.
Sure.
And you keep going down to the very end where there's, in classic Sonoma style, a beat up old truck, a broken down tractor, and another sign that says walnuts pointing this way. And you turn and there is a self-serve walnut stand. You get a not a garbage bag, a big paper bag of walnuts for $20. There's also firewood.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's it. So
you can take the firewood, go home and roast your walnuts.
you can go home and roast your own walnuts.
You know, it's funny you brought up walnuts.
Funny you were mentioning walnuts, Tim. Why?
You know, it's funny because you know that loudmouth cider we had.
Yeah.
The next seasonal that's coming out at the end of the month is it's called These Nuts, and it's a pecan cider.
A pecan cider?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
You can put nuts into a cider?
You can put nuts into anything.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
I'm going to leave that there. So here we go. So if you want walnuts, you can go up to Sonoma Valley and on Fry Road, Frey. Go down the glorified driveway, bring $20 or write a check. That's my favorite part. He goes, or write a check.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That's what? That's so Sonoma for you, though.
It is so
That's
Sonoma.
awesome.
And I tried to look around to talk to someone. There's no one there. I mean, there's a house, a farmhouse, and a bunch of walnut trees. So
wild.
If you, I think you can make some sort of liquor with walnuts too.
I'm sure you can.
Black walnut bitters, I know that.
Let's text Fred right now. We'll find out.
Fred's probably there right
He's
now.
He's probably picking the walnuts up.
He's getting it. But yeah, that's all the answer. You're good.
All the questions you have for me?
Well,
that's it. You
wow.
said this was going to be challenging.
Oh, wow. Look at Mr. Combative question answerer over here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Next time someone texts me at 707-996-1090 and they have a hard question, I'm going to forward it right to you.
Just call me.
I'm going to do it.
I answer my phone all the time.
Drop the raclette, answer the question.
Yeah.